This is the Coffee Blend Turnabout stamp from Concord & Ninth. Now, if you've never used a turnabout stamp before, it's got an image where you rotate your cardstock 4 times and you create a whole background. You can use one color of ink through the whole thing, or you can use 4 different colors of ink. So it comes with a placement tool. You're going to use that tool to line up all of the images on the background stamp to make sure that you have everything lined up properly so that it will stamp properly. Now that placement tool is 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, so I cut my cardstock 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 to make sure that everything lined up properly. The first thing I do when I use a new set of acrylic stamps is I use a white eraser on the stamping surface and I remove any manufacturing residue that could possibly be there. It's just going to help the stamp to take the ink a little bit better and get some clearer images. You're going to stamp your first image, then you're going to choose a different color or the same color if you're wanting all the same, and then you're going to rotate your cards. I'm using my Misty stamping tool for this because it's going to make stamping and rotating and making sure everything is lined up super easy. So I stamped my first image, turned it a quarter turn, inked my stamp, stamped it a second time, and that process gets repeated until you have your whole background stamped. That Misty stamping tool there has a magnet that I keep using to hold my cardstock in place to make sure that nothing shifts. Once we've stamped it the 4th time, we have our cute, adorable background. Now this stamp also comes with a bunch of different sentiments as well as images that you can also use to complete a card. So I stamped this mug image with one of the browns that I use for the background, and then I stamped it with some Versamark and I'm embossing with clear powder. I'm going to put it on the front of the card with some foam tape, and there we have our cute coffee card.